All right, guys. Today's date is January 21st, 2019, and it's about 2 p.m. California time. And, we just basically finish our opportunity meeting overview. And sometimes that can take an hour or two. Sometimes it can go the distance, like what we've done here today. And we've invited some people to listen in, licensed professional insurance agents, to see if they can duplicate what it is that we do on a everyday basis. Once again, my name is Laurel Herrera, and I am one of the trainers as well as an agent first. And today we had a few people on here. But one thing about showing people what we do is that it weeds out the people that we don't want on this team automatically. Because people are able to stay on the phone. They're able to see what we're doing virtually through video technology. And some people are going to say, oh, my God, I would never do this. Others are saying, oh, my God, where do I sign? We get that. And today, Russell, you're on here. And please be advised, this is being recorded. You were actually recommended by a friend of yours, who's a friend of ours as well.
Yeah.
And, that's big time for us because we believe in that word of mouth. So my question to you in one question, what is it that you witnessed here today as virtual final expense agents? What did you see? And second, can you duplicate it? Yes or no?
Well, second first, yes, absolutely. I mean, it's laid out there for you. It's laid out there for me. What I saw was a system that works, leveraging technology, which is fabulous, and persistence. Just keep going. Just keep, quote, knocking on those virtual doors.
One of the things that we say is, these 25 trainees that I'm looking to contract, I mean, this is sales training at the core.
Yeah.
It's not an MLM opportunity here. We're not looking for people to bring them into an amazing opportunity, which is the insurance industry, and then turn it around and say, oh, by the way, Russell, here's a nice little sheet. Start thinking of all your friends and family that we can go and educate today on the importance of having insurance. Who comes to your mind? Start writing down. And then we're going to take that list of 100 or so names, Russ, and we're going to go out and knock them out together, buddy.
Well, yeah, you would have lost.
Right?
You would have lost me there.
This is not one of those opportunities. This is, Russ, we got leads, no charge. Technology, no charge. But we need to know if you can duplicate. You said yes. But also, do you have the coachability, right? That spirit of being coachable in order to make some changes? And that's the second question. Because a lot of people don't realize is that we're really training people. Yep. We're taking it down to that level and building agents from there. And we believe that if we invest our time in training you right, helping you get through certain barriers that maybe you have, then, man, you can be highly successful here with us. For example, if you make one a day, that puts you over 100,000 on a 70% contract. If you sell 2 a day, over 200. If you sell 3 a day, that's over 300,000 plus, just as an agent writing business. It's not for everybody. You got to be comfortable getting behind the camera, making a warm, video for your client, whether it's after you make the sale or before you make the call. Why? Because everything matters when you're trying to make a living in this climate. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, not just one way. We're going to hit them in every way, shape, or form that we can legally. And the telephone and what we have now, the green screen, when you send thank you videos to your clients with a nice little green screen background with your company logo, maybe showing in a premium of what they're paying with their name is powerful in a video. And I can put that on my green screen. When I send a thank you video to my client, I go in my computer, I type in my client's name, their premium amount, when it drafts, and a thank you. And then it loads it up on my back screen like if I was a newscaster. Think of that. Some people think it's crazy, think it's dumb, but I promise you my client, when they see that video, it puts them at a nicer point in their life. They're saying, you know what? That's nice of that company to do that. Because I didn't know what he looked like, and now I know what he looks like.
What other,
you know what?
What other organizations doing that?
Thank you very much for sending me a video, typing in my name, putting in my phone number, putting in my premium amount on a video. Yes, some people could say it's tacky, but my clients, guess what? They seem to like it. And if that keeps 90% of our business paying every single month, I'm going to do it. That's the truth.
Yeah.
And I believe that in the world we live in today, it's the most effective way to do it. Look, when I began my career, I was doing a lot of sending out personalized thank you letters. Literally, printing them out, writing it out, the whole deal. Beautiful setup. Costs thousands. If people do it now, great, great. But why when you have such technology like what we got right here? Made to order. If you know it's the client's anniversary, send them a nice little video.
Right.
You know, maybe you and your kids jump in the video. Hey, Miss Betty, how you doing? Look, I got my little son. I got my grandson. I got my wife. We want to say happy holidays and God bless you. Hey, man, you can make so much money. Why not give them that high-level service, right?
Yeah.
So if you can duplicate what you saw today, man, then we would definitely love to talk to you about going forward. You know, that definitely for us. But here, one thing, Russ, for everybody on this call, can you share with us a little bit about your background, why you're here?
Oh, absolutely. I was talking to Orlando earlier. It's kind of funny. I got my insurance license first in 2001 in Texas out of necessity, and it was with a company that was a sweatshop. Spent about 9 months there or so, calling nurses and truck drivers. Got back into the technology business up until about 2005, when I joined the Humana Insurance Company as a career agent, selling a lot of Medicare health plans. Up until about 2014, where I took early retirement, and my wife and I moved here to Florida in 2016. So about 2.5 years ago, which has brought me to where I am today. I'm just kind of kicking around doing some, independent insurance gigs, and really just haven't found a good fish. So when Hiram told me about this, I think I mentioned to you that I saw a bunch of your YouTube videos. I've not seen anything like this. I really haven't. I mean, I know there are, telesales, telemarketing, tele this, tele that, virtual this, virtual that, but nothing. I've not seen anything like what you've done, pulling together all the different technologies and utilizing all of them.
It took time. It took time, Russ. Like I told you guys today, through trial and error.
Yeah.
When, for example, today I shared with you guys, when I would get to the close of my sale, at the time when I started in the phones in 2011, my thought process was, I'm going to hit them with every logical rebuttal I could. I mean, literally, and it got us nowhere. I mean, we made sales just out of brute force. Yeah. But we learned from trial and error. And at the same time, we also understood that, having a memorial guide in place is very valuable to a client, but more than anything, educating my client on what happens by the element of sharing with them the actual costs of what it costs with the funeral home. And the fact that we have those capabilities at our
Yep.
fingertips,
I
I think
saw that.
provides tremendous amount of buying power for the client when they hear that. You know why? Because one thing I learned early on in my career is that the faster I painted the mental picture of death with my client, I took them to that emotional state where I was going to close them out. Done.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Every good sales guy is going to tell you, man, paint the mental picture of death and then give them the solution and close the deal. Well, the way we used to do it was, hey, have you ever had to bury anybody, Russ? And what we learned by trial and error was that a lot of people were very receptive to it. And then there was a group of people that was a very sensitive touch subject and would respond negative. Say, why do you got to know that? I call for insurance. You don't need to know none of that. Bing, done. Simple. We learned that. But when we changed our position from doing that to bringing value in the way of information to the client, guess what? The client don't see it coming, and they like it because it's totally not invasive. Would you agree?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you're presenting them with actual facts and figures, not the typical. Well, national average for a cremation is $3,000 to $5,000. National average for a funeral is between $10,000 and $12,000. Which one are you leaning towards? Yeah, that's a typical.
I'm dropping names. I'm dropping neighborhoods. I'm touching their
Right.
heartstrings. Why? Because chances are, if I drop names, they're going to say, you know what? I went to that funeral home. Oh yeah, my dad went to that funeral home. I remember everything. You touch a chord in the heart. Done. That's the truth. So yes, it's taken us years to put it together by trial and error. And what you've seen here today, my friend, I mean, we do it every single day. That's not an understatement. And Hidam knows that. And now today, regardless if we strike a deal or not, you understand that one thing's for sure. We show up every day. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So for the recording, you know, because we do share this with our public that listen, just like you said, hey, I listen to your videos. Well, now you're giving back to that community that I have on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can you share with everybody your personal information, just in case anybody wanted to call you and confirm?
What you need? Name, phone number?
Whatever you want to give to the public, man.
Oh yeah, man. Russ Leventon. Cell phone number 214-460-6496. Call me, text me.
Awesome.
Open book.
And one more thing for you, Russ. Who would you recommend this opportunity to? As you know, I'm looking for 25 trainees that are dead serious, accountable, and just hardworking. Who would that be in your mind?
Man, I'd have to give some serious thought to that, man, because most of the people I worked with were back in Texas from my days at Humana.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think of some folks here also in the Florida market since I've been here.
What type of profile of agent would that be, or person? Let me rephrase my question.
That I'm thinking of?
No, just in general. What kind of a person?
Well, I mean, I know one guy I met along the way. I think he's actually in Arizona. God, I'd have to look him up on Skype again. I think his name was Kevin Byrne. He was very good on the phone and was doing, telephone sales on final expense type products. So, God, I think his name is Kevin Byrne.
Wait, man. Well, you can send me his information, but obviously somebody with telephone skills, right? That's why you're thinking of this guy. Who else? What kind of a person would you send our way? Somebody with phone skills? I mean, give me some skill set, some skills that you picked up from today's overview.
Oh, hell, someone with a personality, someone that can converse with people easily, conversationally, without making it sound like your typical blah 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 blah. Can
Correct.
Because Orlando was straight and to the point, and on task and stayed on point, but was still able to keep the flow.
And he closed the deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Closed the deal, and that's what matters. Closing deals, you know.
Yeah, because he had some bloody ones today, man.
Absolutely.
He had some roots on the pitches today.
and guess what? I mean, that's part of the business.
Oh,
we
know.
Can't, right? We don't predict how people's personalities are, but we're ready to deal with whoever picks up that phone, whoever answers that call. Why? Because we're pros, man. That's why not everybody can do what we do. Yep. And you can agree with that, right? But for the right guy, this can be godsend because it's 100% virtual, working from their home office, no lead cost, nothing. Just bring in your hard work and the mentality to learn what you've seen here today. Well, perfect.
And the discipline. Obviously.
Absolutely. Without discipline, nothing works, right? Well, Russ, thank you so much for attending today.
Yeah, man.
I truly appreciate it. And once again, if this is something that you can duplicate, then the next step would be for you to send us your letter of intentions. Email it to us immediately because, look, we're getting pretty close to that 25.
Yep.
And, you know, it's getting close. You know what I mean? And once we get to the 25, then that's all we can afford, really. You know, because remember, we're covering all the costs. We're covering everything. So
what you want in the letter?
Just your letter of intentions, you know, and that you can do this full time and all that good stuff. That's all.
Say, yeah, buddy, giddy up, let's go.
Pretty much, and that you have this down full time, man. That's what we want to make sure because for some reason you come out with, well, hey, man, I'm semi-retired. I just wanted to do this on the weekends, man.
No,
that would not be a good fit for me, Orlando, and our family. You understand?
No, that's I'm not in a position to do that anyway. So
awesome, bro.
Don't worry about that. Now, should I send it to Orlando?
Tag me and Orlando on it. Yeah. Tag me. Yeah, me and him on it.
What's your email?
You know, it's LAURO RVP @gmail.com.
Perfect. It's going to be coming from a Gmail. So.
All right, brother.
All right. I'll get out to you, man. Thank you so much, my man.
All right, brother. Bye-bye.